Hi, Geert. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
How are you?
Yes,
All good?
yes, good, fine.
Perfect. Well, first of all, nice to meet you. My name is Chris. Welcome to Sales Process. Okay. I'm the onboarding specialist who's gonna host this call. All right. If you're new, just letting you know that the idea for these calls are usually to cover a topic, a specific topic, and then um showcasing some tools and then giving you a little bit of a homework by the end of this call, okay? We're gonna wait just a couple of minutes until all the guests join. And with that, we can start, all right? Let's wait just a couple of minutes. Okay. And I think we can start now. I'm gonna be sharing my screen, all right? Let me see if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen now? Good.
Yes, that's good. Yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
dashboard. Yeah.
Perfect. Once you log in into your software, this is the main tab that you would see, right? The dashboard. In here, you will have basically the summary on your business health and how it's going, right? You can edit and add different metrics in here and edit them according to your needs, okay? So, the first thing that I'm gonna show you is how to connect and integrate your domain or email domain as well. Okay. Now I do have a quick question for you, Geert. Do you purchase the or do you have an active website or did you purchase a domain already?
Yes, we have already a domain, several domains. I have already make a connection with the copywriter and also with Cactus Marketing, but we have a little problem with two domains at the same name. But I think the team is working on it.
Perfect. And do those domain have an active website connected?
There's yeah, there's one active website, and
Mhm.
the other one is not very actual anymore.
Okay, perfect. All right. I was asking because if you're planning on adding a domain or a subdomain, depending on if you have an active website or not, we would go on the left menu to settings. And then if you scroll down a little bit on the left menu, we do have the domain section where you can connect a domain in here. All right. And use the first option, funnels websites, connect. And in here, depending on if you have an active website or no website, but only the domain, this is a place you would connect it, right? If you have an active website, we would recommend you to, or you need to add a subdomain instead. Something like, for example, let's say that the domain name.com is like this. A subdomain could be go.domain.com or could be info.domain.com or whatever prefix you want, okay? Once you add this in here, you just click on continue. And then depending on your hosting provider or domain provider, it could be Namecheap, Hostinger, GoDaddy, Cloudflare. You do have different companies. Depending on which one you have, the connection will automatic, or you will have to add these specific DNS records manually into the DNS management, okay? So GoDaddy, Cloudflare, and IONOS work automatically and are going to be added automatically into your domain provider or hosting provider. But outside that, if you're using another one like Namecheap or Hostinger, you will probably need to add these records manually, okay? That being said, the same applies for connecting your email services. On the same left menu, if we scroll down, if we scroll up, we would go to email services, right? Connecting the email services is basically adding an email domain or email subdomain dedicated for email deliverability, okay? And what we are doing here is basically enhancing your deliverability, okay? We are increasing the likelihood of your email marketing to go to your leads and clients inbox and not spam. So the way to do that is just click on create dedicated domain in here, and we would do the same process, a similar process, adding a subdomain name like reply.domain.com as an example. You would add and verify. Well, this one already exists. I'm gonna use this. This could take just a couple of minutes. And then it will show up a similar pop-up. If you have GoDaddy or Cloudflare or INS, when you click on continue, the logo of that hosting provider will appear and you just authorize the domain and connect it. Okay, it will open up in a new tab. But then if you're using another hosting provider, these records are gonna be need to be added manually, okay, one by one. There will be a lot of copy pasting involved, okay? So far, any questions on this?
No, it's clear.
Perfect. All right. Now, moving forward, one thing, the next thing that we're gonna try and connect would be the integration section, right? On the left menu, we are still under settings. Under integrations is where you can connect your social media apps, such as Facebook business page, here, Instagram, TikTok. If you scroll down, LinkedIn, you do have many options. If you use a Stripe account or another payment integrations, you can go in here, all right? And also if you work with a Gmail account or a Google Calendar, or if you have a Google Business profile or Google My Business, you can connect it in here as well. You just need to sign in, connect your Gmail account, and then the next step will give you the option to connect a Google Business profile if you have one created with that account, or you can just connect it in here, okay? Connecting this part is very straightforward. You just need to have your ID and passwords, and that would be it, and allow the permissions for the connection. Now, if you want to connect or integrate your calendars, let's say that you use Google Calendar, you would go in here where it says take me there, Google Calendar, and this will automatically lead you to the calendar connections, okay? And the display in here is gonna be different for you. In here you will have a blue button that says add new, and when you click on that, you will have different options such as connecting Outlook Calendar, iCalendar, Google Calendar, or even Calendly if you use Calendly, okay? You just need to click on connect on the one you want, log in with your ID and password, and allow the permissions, okay? That would be for connecting your calendar. Perfect. Now, going back into integrations, as I mentioned before, this is where you would connect your social media accounts, right? And connecting your social media accounts such as Facebook, business page, or Instagram will not only allow you to manage your communication channels, right? But also it will enable you to use the social planner. And let me show you where that is. The social planner is found if we go back on the top left, in left menu, we would go to marketing. And under marketing is where we would find the social planner, okay? Basically, the social planner is a tool that helps you manage your social media posts across different social media apps at the same time. So let's say that you have a content that you want to post in your Facebook business page, Instagram, and TikTok, or and LinkedIn. You just connect the professional accounts or business pages that you need, and you can post at the moment. You can schedule the post. You can schedule recurring posts as well. Okay, this will save you a lot of time. Perfect. Any questions on this so far?
No.
Perfect. Now, give me 1 second. Quick question for you, Gear. Did you have any of these connected already?
The Facebook is already connected because we use already the planning tool to set up some posts.
Very nice, very nice. So you already tested the tool. Very nice.
Yes.
Now, next thing I want to show you is if we go to sites on the left menu again, we're gonna work a lot with the left menu, all right? In here, under sites is where you can edit and create landing pages, okay? And when I say landing pages, it could be either a funnel, a website, or a store, right? And you can add elements within those landing pages, such as forms, surveys, quizzes, and even a chat widget, all right? If you want to create a new funnel, you just go onto the top right corner, new funnel, pretty straightforward. You will have three options. You can create one from blank, and you will have full liberty of customizing according to your needs, but it will take you a lot of work, right? And some time to finish it. You can create one with Funnel AI, so with AI tools. However, I think this has an additional cost, and you have a limited amount of attempts, of free attempts, okay? And then you have from templates. These are templates that are already created for you, okay? And you can use them and tailor them according to your needs. You can narrow the search by using a category on the left menu, or a type, or a tag, depending on what you need, okay? Once you selected one, the one you like, for example, this one, here, if you click on it, you can just see the preview in here on how the funnel would look like, or the landing page. And if you liked it, you can just click on continue, and it will be uploaded into your account in here, just like this. Okay. The same applies for websites. If you want to create a new website, you have from blank and template. The templates are already prebuilt for you. You can just select one from the options. They will look at first similar to a funnel, but you will see that the difference between a funnel and a website is just that a funnel, it has a more straightforward approach, and a website has more information and is more robust, and is for the lead to navigate and know more about your business, basically. Okay. And that being said, once you add or select one you like, it will appear in here. Okay. Then you can add to those landing pages to tools such as forms, surveys, and quizzes, and even a chat widget. You can create one here by clicking on Builder, and you can create a form. Same thing. You can create one from blank or with templates. It will be kind of like the same thing as editing and tailoring according to what you need. Okay, they will appear here in the list. And if you wanna have the form link, for example, you just gotta go in there into any form. Let's say that we are editing this one and it's done. On the top right corner, after you save it, if you click on integrate, you have the options to copy the link form, or if you already have an active website just like you and you want this form to be added into your website, you can copy the embed code and add it into your website, okay? You do have that option as well. Now, that being said, you can also add within those landing pages pictures, but the pictures or videos need to be added first into the media storage, okay? That would be in here. You just need to click on upload on the top right corner, and here you can upload your content, whether it's for editing a landing page or creating a post in the social planner, okay? Perfect. Any questions so far?
No.
All good. Okay, perfect. Now, before moving forward, I just want to mention as well that if you're brand new, you do have the new start here option, okay? This will give you the first steps for you in order to have a successful right start, right? I also recommend you to join our community, our Facebook community. In there, we post homework and prizes, okay, for the homework done, okay? The winners are announced by the end of the month usually. And also, again, we do have weekly calls every day, depending on different topics. If you check the office hour live calls, you will see here different topics, okay? Mondays are usually for onboarding with the software and connecting and integrating the tools that I mentioned. Tuesday we have other things, Wednesdays as well, Fridays as well, and so on. Usually Monday and Fridays are covered by me, okay? And then the weekly trainings in here that appear will be saved and recorded, and they will appear in the Sales Process University on the section below, okay? That's one thing to keep in mind. Perfect. Now, moving on, one thing that I want to show you under settings, if we go on the left menu and at the bottom, and then if we go to my staff, under my staff is basically where you would find your account, okay? But if in the future you need to add new team members or employees, this would be the place to go, okay, Gert? You just need to add user in here, and then you need to fill out their personal information. First name, last name, email are mandatory fields. The rest can be added later once the user is created. And then if you click on roles and permissions and you scroll up a little bit, you can give this user the role as admin or user. The main difference between an admin and a user is just as an admin, you are able to use all the tools within sales process. And as a user, you're limited to work only on the tools an admin gives you. So let's say that this is changed to user. Here, I can uncheck the things that I want this user to be disabled with, okay? So these are not gonna be seen by this new user added, okay? So far, any questions? Okay, perfect. Now, the last thing I wanna mention is that under calendars again, this is where you can create different type of calendars. Let's say that for your business, you want to have calendars mainly for your leads or clients to book appointments with you. So in here, under calendars, on top right corner, you can create a calendar. You do have different calendar types, okay? And you will have a brief description on what that calendar does, okay? The most common ones are round robin and personal bookings, right? But creating the calendar and setting it up is the same for all these type of calendars. So if we select, for example, the first one, once we select it, you will have to add a calendar name, freeze test calendar, and then the team members involved. Let's say right now it's only me, but let's say that under my staff, you created another team member. That team member will appear in here, and you can add multiple team members for one calendar. You would add a custom URL. So the Slack shouldn't be taken. It should be unique, something like freeze dash test dash free, something like this. And then the meeting duration and things like that, the availability can be set up somewhere else. We just click on confirm. Oh, I need to add a team member. Confirm. We just wait a couple of seconds and the calendar will be created. Perfect. If we click on close, I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's this one. As you can see, here the status can be inactive or active. If it's inactive, the calendar won't be working. It would be kind of like in draft mode. And if it's active, that means it's live, okay? If you want to edit your availability, you just go into the pencil and edit the calendar. In here, under meeting details, is where you can add description. And if you scroll all the way down, you can change the event color that is going to appear in your calendar or Google Calendar if it's connected in there. Then under availability in here, this is where you can set up your available hours. All right. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, here's where you can edit the meeting specs, right? Like the meeting duration, meeting interval, scheduling notice, date range, maximum bookings per day, and so on. Okay. If you don't know what the meeting interval is, you will have a brief description in here on what it does. And the same applies for the date range and maximum booking per days and per slots. Okay. Once you finish editing this calendar, you can just click on save and then close. And if you click on share calendar, here you will have the permanent link. And if you copy this and paste it into a new tab, you will see the calendar and what the lead or client will see in order to book an appointment with you. Or if you already have an active website, just like you can have the embed code. And if you add this code in your web builder, the calendar should appear just fine. All right. So far, any questions?
No, that's good.
All good? Okay. So that's kind of like the main setup for now. Here. If you don't have any of these connected, the idea would be to connect it now, or we can do it together, or you can see the recording in the Sales Process University, and you will be able to follow along as well. The idea would be for homework this week to set up whatever you have missing on and whatever tools that you may need in order to finish all the connections, okay?
Okay, I will do it.
Perfect. Would you like to do it on another time on your end, or would you like to try and do it right now?
Maybe we can make the connection of the right domain.
Sure. So in your case, you mentioned that which hosting provider did you have?
DNS, it's possible. Do you know
DNS
that?
is the name of the company,
Yes, DNS.
and you already have an active website connecting to your domain name, right?
Yeah, we have Copy Clinic. We have Copywriter.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what's your full domain name? Copywriter.com or something
There's
like that?
copyclinic.be and copywriter.com.
Both of them,
.be, sorry.
no worries. And both of them have an active website connected, right?
Yeah, the copywriter is an active website, and copyclinic is a funnel.
Okay. So for the one that has a funnel, you can go to your DNS management under
Yes.
DNS if possible, and then you would need to add a subdomain. Okay, so we would go to domains. I'm gonna share my screen real quick again so you can follow along, okay? We would go to settings and
Yes.
then domains and then connect a domain. Then you would select funnels on websites. And here, this is important. If you already have an active website, we would add a subdomain instead. So adding a subdomain is just adding a prefix, something like go dot, what was your domain name again?
Copyclinic,
Copy clinics,
copyclinic
clinic
dot be from
dot
Belgium.
be. So something like this could be an example on what you can use. You click on continue. I'm gonna use this as an example. And then this record needs to be added into your DNS management, okay? You just need to
Okay.
copy the two little squares and it will copy the value for the host value and the required value. You will need to copy each one and it's gonna be a CNAME record, the one that needs to be added, okay?
Okay.
If you already added the TTL can be half an hour, for example. If you already added the domain and it's confirmed, you would go back to sales process and verify record, and it should be connected.
Okay.
You just gotta wait a little bit until it finishes. Let me know if you have any questions.
But if I go to domain, I see copyclinic.be, not subdomains, connected products, website, and funnel. And they say some of your following domains require improvement in speed and security. Fix now. That's
Where does it say that message in
if I go to domains and then external one, then copyclinic.be, I see this, but I don't know if I can share my screen, but to you?
I don't think you will be able to share your screen since this is being recorded, but
Okay.
so that message appears in your sales process or
Yes.
in so
In sales
let's
process and then domain, I go to domains and then I see copyclinic.be and then subdomains none and then connect products website funnel. And then just above, there's a little heading saying some of your following domains require improvement in speed and security. Fix now. If I go, it's about our safety standards. I don't know what it means, but
Mhm.
and then if I click, it says migrate your domain, subdomain.
Was this connected to another CRM before?
Not no, only to with the sales process. Copy
Only with
Clinic
city.
would be it, very exclusive.
Wait, copyclinic.b
.be.
is already connected in here in your sales
Yes,
pro. Oh,
yes,
that's
and
so in your case, it's already connected then.
yes. In my case, it's already connected, and
And did you want to connect another one or
um, yes,
which domain would you like to connect? Because copyclinic.be, you said it was already connected.
yes, and then we have also because yeah, there was an issue here with two domains at the same name. This, but it's not already solved. Uh,
So
by
you purchased two different domains, but with the same name, something like that, or what happened?
it's the same domain of Kathleen van Landschot on two domains. We pay two times. This is I already mentioned to a colleague of you, Hugh, I
Mm-hmm.
think last week, of yeah, before last week, to look at it because it's not. Uh, it's not the okay to have two domains because I already set up some domains, some new domains from Cactus Marketing, but it was on the other account on the same name. So that's a little bit confusing.
So what you need to do is if you connected your domain name in another system before, you will need to disconnect it and
Okay.
then delete the specific records that you added in there in your hosting provider. And that would be it because you mentioned that it's already connected in sales process, right?
Yes, there's
That's to avoid confusion.
okay.
So that's the only thing you need to do. You need to go to the same hosting provider where you are now, not in sales
Yes,
process, your hosting
to
provider,
the host and there to disconnect.
and you have
That's
to delete the records that were from the other system that you had. I don't know which ones they are, but probably you do remember or you do if you already added DNS records before, you would delete the ones that were from the previous old system, and with that you shouldn't have any problem.
okay. And then reconnect with this with the correct
Well,
account.
well, you wouldn't need to reconnect because you said that it's already connected with sales process, right? So,
Yes, but there are two domains with the same name. There's Kathleen van Landschot, and then another one of since the beginning of this year. I don't know why, because I think something went wrong. And then to the one account, the oldest one, is copyclinic.be,
mhm.
and because I don't know that we have two accounts, I have connected also cactusmarketing.be um, to to the other accounts in sales process. Thus, it's not okay at this moment.
Okay, I see. Um, well, for now, what I would say is if you have an active website, for sure,
Yes,
you need to be delicate on what you delete, on what records you delete, because it may cause, if you delete the wrong record, that your
yes,
website is shut down. Okay,
yes.
so
Okay,
that's one thing. Then, what I would say is try and ask in the community channel um, this specific question as well, so that our support team in there can help you out in more details.
okay.
And also, we do have another options, which is here, the live chat. Do you have a black chat icon in here
It's where I was
on
looking.
the bottom right corner or on the top right corner?
Top corner. I will look at it.
Do you have something like this?
I see. See only a phone and a bell.
So on the top right corner, only the phone icon,
Yeah, the phone icon and then the bell in orange.
and at the bottom, on the bottom right corner,
Bottom, maybe at the bottom.
do you have a like a chat icon,
Yes, I
black
have a
chat icon?
chat already. Yeah, yeah.
In there, you will have the options to chat with
Okay,
us now,
okay.
and
How?
it will lead you to our tech support as well. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
All right, dear, that would be it for today. The homework for
Okay.
you would be basically connecting whatever you have missing.
Yes.
Probably the issue with your domain, try and reach out to the chat support or the Facebook community channel for your query, and we'll try to help you out, okay?
Okay, nice.
Perfect. All right. Again, hope you can join the other weekly office hours, okay? And we'll keep in touch, all right? I hope you have a nice week and take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.